What's going on? But we're here now. I hope you guys can join me live in MiamiTV.com. Go ahead and come along and join our chat. Our chat is on the site. And I believe I tried to also put our stream on YouTube today. So FYI, I will be tuning in. Yes, I did it. Yeah, I'm once again the solo director here. So, ¿Cómo están, amigos? I don't know what that laugh was. Sorry. Oh, the audio's perfect. See, I don't know what it is. When I do things by myself, everything comes out perfect. Then all of a sudden we mix more people in. There's always a problem. What's going on? ¿Cómo están, amigos? Bienvenidos. Estamos en vivo, en directo. Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estamos, chicos? Corazones, corazones. Gracias. There we are. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and share that. I know you guys were asking about our shows last week, so my bad, but we're here. One second while I open all the chats. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Espero que hayan tenido un bonito fin de semana. Avísenme si me ven, me escuchan, todo perfecto. Estamos nuevamente haciendo el dirección sola, así que creo que me ha ido bien. Estamos con audio y estamos con video, todo perfecto. ¿Qué sucede? Que cuando hago todo sola sale bien y cuando hay otras personas que se suman a la ecuación, pues a veces falla. Entonces yo no sé si es que ya son muchos los años, ¿no? Haciendo esto. Bueno, ¿de qué decían hablar hoy? Estamos abiertos a sus temas, amigos. Veo también de que muchos de ustedes interactúan a través de Facebook, así que voy a intentar abrir, son muchos los chats, por eso siempre les digo, si quieren interactuar, aprovechar que estoy en vivo, entonces vengan a miamitv.com, ahí tenemos nuestro chat y ahí podemos interactuar. Bueno, ¿qué tal si hoy hablamos de sueños lúcidos? ¿Por qué no? Sí, me gusta. All right, so our dear member James says, how about we talk about lucid dreaming and astral projection? Ooh, my favorite. I always love energy topics. You guys know this, but mainly because I have a lot of experience in it. So I always say that you should always listen to somebody that has experience or is doing good in the route that they're talking to you about, right? So yeah, never get advice about money from a poor person, for example, literally. A question for a lovely mystical lady. Is lucid dreaming when the dream feels vivid and real, similar to astral projection? And if not, what are the main differences? Okay, you got technical now. I think it would be the same thing. I mean, I'm sure somebody could defer with me, but when you're having a lucid dream and you're more than likely connecting with another dimension. And you know, there's people that believe, and I think I'm adding myself to the equation of these people, because there's people that believe that when we sleep, we live in a totally different world altogether. It's just that we don't remember. And then when we come back to our, let's say, lucid state, is when we're in this plane. So what do you think about that? How crazy would that be, right? I think there's going to be so many technological advances with all these things that we're going to be amazed. I don't know how much, you know, the elite, let's say, or the people in control really want us to know about this. So I don't know how openly these mechanisms or technology is going to be, you know, for regular consumers. But I read about 15 days ago that there's already a machine that records your dreaming, and my cat's crazy. And it actually shows it like in a vivid video. So do you guys remember a while back there was a movie where, actually it wasn't too long ago, maybe a year or two. I don't know. I never remember the name of movies, okay, but I love watching movies. They kind of like take you out of the reality and take you somewhere else, right, if they're well done. And it was basically connecting a machine to your head, and they could see all of your memories. So it's like a way of finding a killer, or a way of finding something that you were maybe exposed to that you don't remember, but it was there because our vision and our peripheral vision always sees everything. Sorry if my hair is a mess. So if you guys remember the movie, let me know. But anyway, all these things already exist. I've always said to you guys, whatever you see in movies always has some kind of reality that's already happened, and maybe not for us, the consumer, but yes, for high-tech government, people. Sí, estamos en Miami TV. Bueno, ¿qué tal si hablamos un poquito sobre los sueños lúcidos y la proyección astral? ¿Cuál es la diferencia? ¿Ustedes qué opinan? ¿Hay una diferencia? ¿Es todo lo mismo? Hello, I'm walking slow, or you mean I'm talking slow? Am I in slow motion? ¿Cómo estás, Luis? Hola, Darío, bienvenidos. Tenía tiempo de no entrar desde el 2023. ¡Feliz año! ¡Ay, qué lindo! ¡Feliz año! Hi, Jeffrey. A ver, aquí están, News World, welcome guys. So, what do you think? Hi, Mike, welcome from Tallahassee. What do you think? Do you think that we might be living in another dimension altogether when we go to sleep and we just don't remember? I have a lot of lucid dreamings, I have to be honest. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my hair and it probably didn't need fixing, but now it's just annoying me. So if it's a mess, my bad. And for me, a lot of them have been also premonitions. It started happening to me when I was in my 20s. I think like 23 probably is when I got most of them. And I would wake up really like hyperventilating because it would be premonitions of things that could happen that haven't necessarily happened yet, and others that have happened. In fact, I remember a while back, a couple years back, I remember telling you guys to buy masks, and I never knew about the pandemic or anything like that, but it was just something that I even bought masks, but not like the N95. I mean, the actual gas masks and stuff, and to move out to the suburbs, try to have your own crops and food. And a lot of people have been talking about this, but somebody reminded me and they said, Jenny, do you remember back in like 2010 or something, you told us to buy masks because something was coming? I'm like, no, not 2010, after. I'm like, I have no idea. Sometimes we do the shows and I'll say stuff and I have no idea what I say sometimes. This is normal. But premonition-wise, I can tell you some of those lucid dreamings that I saw as premonitions, and some of them are, and very repeatedly. So these aren't like, you feel them almost as like announcements, right? Because if not, why are they repeated dreams? Like, have you ever had those kind of repeated dreams where you start to wonder, they must mean something, what do they mean? And then the kind of dreams that you feel, the kind of astral projection that you're talking about is the one where you actually remember what you felt and felt like the breeze or a physical aspect of what's going on in your mind in that dream, that it's really your energy that's just leaving your body. So yes, the moment that we go to sleep, our energy is free to evolve and travel wherever it is that it wants, and you have no control over it. There could be maybe a control. What if the whole like keeping those Wi-Fi routers offline has to do with this, right? I have to look more into this, but I saw news not too long ago about how Wi-Fi routers apparently, like with the 5G and everything, have a possibility of reading your minds. Have you guys ever heard about that? I don't know if there's a truth about that, because of course we have to be careful on what we see online. I do believe that disconnecting your routers at night is a good idea. I personally have one in my room that I do disconnect in the evening, but then of course I leave the other ones on because, well, any alarm or any announcement of security or whatever you need that connection, right? But at least not something that's really close to your head, because it is emitting waves to our brain. So wouldn't it make sense that it does affect our relaxation, whatnot, right? Like, wouldn't it make sense that it when you sleep, it's a state of meditation, it's a state of letting go, of not having control of those lucid thoughts and just allowing your subconscious to, roam free. What's been the craziest dream you've ever had? And I'm going to go in Spanish, and then I'm going to tell you about those premonitions that I had. Good evening. Hi, how are you? What is your take on waking up in the morning, seeing vision clear as day in your brain? One time it was about the death of a celebrity that happened the previous day. Wow, interesting. Okay, let me go in Spanish, and we will continue in English. But yeah, please let me know your craziest dreams. What have you ever had a dream that's been repeated? Have you ever had a dream that that maybe afterwards it happened, or a really crazy deja vu moment where you're like, I've lived this before, or even a premonition with your eyes open? It's happened to me a lot of times, actually. So write it down, and and I'm going to go in Spanish. Voy a ir. Hola Emilio, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Gracias, Fabio. Estamos con huéspedes en Energy Tulum, así que por la privacidad de nuestros huéspedes, así como si tú estuvieras aquí hospedándote, no tenemos las cámaras en vivo, okay? Yeah, guys, we do have our live cameras from Energy Tulum on our membership in Miami TV, but when we have guests, for the privacy of our guests, just like if you guys were to stay in our cabins here at Energy Tulum, we do turn them off. So, you know, we have to respect privacy of guests, so that's why they're offline, okay? Just FYI. Springtime's the best. Muy bien. Hablando un poquito de la proyección astral, hablando un poquito sobre hasta las premoniciones. ¿En algún momento han tenido una premonición o han tenido algún sentimiento que luego terminó siendo realidad, o sienten que algo va a pasar, o ese sueño donde realmente recuerdan haber sentido o hasta se levantaron agitados y dijeron, no, es que eso no fue un sueño, eso fue realidad? Yo opino, y no significa de que tenga la razón, por supuesto, pero que la proyección astral y el sueño lúcido es básicamente uno en el mismo. O sea, los dos se complementan, porque para mí, esa era la pregunta. Me dicen, Jenny, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre uno y el otro, en tu opinión? Yo creo que la proyección astral, la cual he hecho muchísimas veces, es cuando evidentemente sientes de que ya no estás en tu cuerpo y que estás en otra parte. Pero puedes tener todavía un breve, como una breve alerta, ¿no? Que tu cerebro sabe de que todavía estás conectado, estás en un cuerpo físico y tienes esa conciencia. Pero cuando dormimos, podemos tener proyecciones astrales, y como estamos justamente dormidos, nuestra mente consciente, nuestra mente pensante no está al 100%, ¿no? En saber de que hey, estás acostado en una cama, sentís tus músculos, todo lo que te rodea. Entonces, como esa parte del cerebro, que es el cerebro pensante, ¿no? Consciente, está dormida, la otra, que es la perceptiva y es la que nos hace sentir todos esos momentos del éter o de las energías, podríamos decir, la perceptiva, la creativa, la parte del cerebro derecho. Entonces, logra tener ese ciclo y esa oportunidad de poder estar libre, ¿no? Entonces, si estás durmiendo y tenés una proyección astral, es muy difícil que te des cuenta que estés teniendo una proyección astral. Sin embargo, puede que en el momento que tengas ese sueño, realmente sientas de que lo viviste cuando vuelvas a despertarte, y de repente intentás recordar, pero ¿qué pasó? Se me fue, no sé qué pasó. Entonces, y el sueño lúcido para mí es cuando uno está dormido, pero nuestra parte izquierda pensante del cerebro está activa todavía. Entonces, por eso siempre les he recomendado que pongan una alarma 1 hora antes de su horario de despertarse. Esto es para que vayan conectándose con otras dimensiones, conectándose con otras frecuencias y tengan un poquito de conexión con esas energías y frecuencias que no lo van a tener durante el día, porque simplemente durante el día están muy ocupados pensando y haciendo otras cosas, ¿no? Entonces, levántense, en este caso están despertando su mente 1 hora antes, vuelven a dormirse, pero ya como que su mente sabe que es hora de levantarse. Okay. Entonces van a ir a tener, como la película de, creo que es Incepción, van a tener esos sueños que muchas veces son vidas en otras dimensiones, vidas en otros planos. El otro día hablaba con mi masajista y él me decía, yo estoy seguro que cuando dormimos, en realidad nos vamos a vivir a otro lado en ese momento, en ese lapso. ¿Quién es quién para decir que no, no? Yo creo que todo es posible. Creo de que efectivamente no tenemos recuerdo, no tenemos conciencia de lo que sucede cuando dormimos. Hace unas 2 semanas vi una noticia sobre un aparato que finalmente inventaron donde nos graban los sueños. Obviamente, para que todo esto esté disponible para al público en general va a tomar mucho tiempo y es más, no sé si ni siquiera lo van a hacer público porque qué beneficio realmente recibirían las élites y las personas que están, que controlan el mundo, ¿no? En que ustedes realmente se den cuenta de que somos seres multidimensionales y que somos mucho más poderosos y tenemos mucha más fuerza de la que ustedes se imaginan. O sea, es algo que por eso lo mantienen tan oculto, tan callado, simplemente no se habla del tema. Anda a ver un noticiero donde te hablen de los temas espirituales, por favor. Y todavía, aunque hay una apertura muy grande sobre todos estos temas, existe el estás loca, ¿no? Entonces, y bueno, hay las personas que no importa, igual hablan, como yo, me sumo a la locura, porque hemos tenido experiencias, yo siempre digo, si no tenés la experiencia es muy difícil entenderlo. El día de mañana que te toque tener una experiencia como esta, de una proyección astral o una experiencia energética o con algo que para ti se vería como magia, todo te cambiaría, pero para personas que, o sea, yo vivo en una magia constante todos los días, cosas que me pasan todos los días y si se las cuento a alguien simplemente no me las creerían. Entonces la energía y nuestro mundo energético es tan amplio. A mí me empezaron a venir premoniciones cuando tenía alrededor de 20, quizás 22, 23 años y les puedo decir de que tuve una etapa donde era el mismo sueño por varios meses seguidos, que me venía por lo menos una vez por semana o una vez cada 15 días. Y ahora se los voy a contar si quieren escucharlo. Creo que es algo que muchas más personas ya han visto también. Esto para mí fue hace muchísimos años, imagínense. Pero hay más personas que hoy en día han tenido o el mismo sueño o han tenido conexión o comunicaciones con seres que justamente hablan lo que yo soñé hace muchos años. Luego uno de ustedes me acordó hace unos meses y me dice, Jenny, tú en un momento, hace unos, quizás, no sé, 2017, por ahí, dice, 2020, no, sí, 2017, por 18. Dice, tú nos dijiste que compremos máscaras. Y yo me acuerdo que en esa época, antes de la pandemia, yo había salido, nada con la pandemia, porque no sabía lo que iba a suceder, pero sabía que iba a pasar algo. Y compré unas máscaras de gas. O sea, no como las super pro, pero simplemente las que tienen como que el carbón para cambiarlo. Y al año más o menos pasó lo de la pandemia. Y algunos de ustedes me dijeron, qué loco, o sea, tú justo diciéndonos que compremos máscaras. y pasó eso y digo, muchas veces hablamos y hacemos los programas y yo cuento cosas que luego ni me acuerdo y resulta de que, sí, ya era por eso. Así que bueno, hay que estar despiertos. Hi, Anthony. I love your show. You're beautiful and inspirational. Thank you. I'm very good at poems. Would you like me to write a poem dedicated to you? Keep up the good work. I would love that. I used to write poems. I loved writing poems. I honestly don't know why I stopped. In fact, I have several lyrics to songs that I've been writing since I was 13 years old. And it was just, random writing that we all do. But yeah, they're there. Oh my God, that part about reading minds from the router makes so much sense now. You think so? I have to find the news. Again, I can't say this is true or not, but it is an article that just kind of popped up in front of me, and I was like, oh. Okay. Oh, wait, it wasn't an article. It was a video. It was a guy in a conference explaining about, actually, now I remember, my mom sent it to me. She's like, turn off your damn router at night. And I'm like, I don't care if somebody reads my mind. I have nothing to hide. I think people that really have, people that really have that obsession of the government's listening to you or your phone is tapped. It's like, why do you care? I mean, if you're not allowing yourself to get sucked into the consumer kind of buy, and you have nothing to hide, then who cares if somebody reads your mind or reads your emails or let them read whatever they want. I had my Google account hacked once, and this guy sent me a really nasty email saying, I'm gonna expose all of your dark secrets to the dark web, and then my email, it was Gmail, so it was my YouTube. It had 3 million views and stuff. And obviously nothing came out because there was nothing there to take. So I'm like, God, people really have time in their hands to do this. I mean, I get it. If there's somebody that's actually doing something that you're concerned about because, for example, the whole fucking pedophilia thing, I get it. But yeah, I don't really know what he wanted to expose. I think it was just like in his mind, like, I don't like you. Let me hack you and see what dirt you have. And yeah, nothing. So yeah, I'm an open book, you guys. So there's nothing you can bring out that I haven't already spoken about or brought out. So yeah. Good evening, Jenny. Okay, now let's answer this one. What is your take on waking up in the morning to seeing vision clear as day in your brain? One time it was about the death of a celebrity that happened that previous day. You're just connected. There's no science behind it. You're just connected. So when your mind is really, really relaxed, this is when we're sleeping. That's why when you sleep, it is so important to be 100% relaxed. In fact, it's even more recommended that you have a pitch black room. So if you can wear like the blindfolds, even better, because your mind is going to rest better. So you need to be 100% comfortable. Don't sleep with clothes on. Guys, if you can sleep naked, do it. Guess what? Nobody's going to see you naked, okay, inside of your bed. So just do it. Sleeping naked is the most free moment that you can have. Unless it's cold, then definitely wear something. Try to disconnect your routers. Try to have your phone at least like 2 meters away from you. Because you don't want that radiation. Basically, don't have any radiation in your room when you're about to sleep. You're going to notice that you're going to rest better. If you drink a glass of water before you go to sleep, glass of water the moment you wake up, also super, super good. So yeah, the more relaxed your mind can be, and never go to sleep angry. Never go to sleep with grudges. Never go to sleep watching a scary movie. Never go to sleep in a nervous way. So, and why the scary movie probably threw you off, but basically because when you're scared, like not a scary movie, but if you're scared to a movie that's a scary movie, you actually become a little vulnerable. So by having that scared thought behind you of like, there's an exorcism, there's a ghost that's going to pop up under my bed, you're actually going to sleep a little vulnerable and attracting those things. So scary movies are fun to watch, but you have to, you have to also be conscious. These are movies, these are actors, laugh at it afterwards or watch cartoons afterwards, because a lot of the things that you do watch in scary movies are real. So they do attract negativity, unfortunately, and there's a proof for that. In the moment that they were filming The Exorcist, it was actually banned. I have to find that too. See, it was actually banned at some point because so many things started happening. So yeah, anything you're trying to like prove or show about the world of the spirits, about everything that happens, it's risky. And when you watch it, it's also risky because you're opening yourself up to that reality that actually does exist. So always watch some cartoons before you go to sleep. If you just watched like a really freaky movie that left you with your eyes like, where am I? Somebody's gonna haunt me. So yeah, some rain music. I have family members that sleep to rain music. I'm not a huge fan of white noise. I get it, it's nature. But it's still a frequency being radiated to your mind. So you're still not allowing your mind to really rest. So if you can maybe have it on a timer, like if you like sleeping to white noise, put it on a timer. Like, let's say it takes you X amount of minutes to fall asleep or half an hour, put half an hour and then have it shut off. Because one thing is to use something exterior to allow yourself to calm your mind and then continue in your very peaceful sleep. And another thing is to have something constantly thrown at you, which means that your ears still being aware of that sound, and you're not really going to be able to have any kind of connection. So yes, you are connecting when you're sleeping. I told you I was going to tell you about my premonitions, so here it goes. So I had repeated dreams about this, and they did not feel like dreams. I was there. I was living it. It was a lot of water, a lot of tsunamis, people running everywhere. I could feel the water on my feet, and all of a sudden, I just saw aliens. There they were, and they looked right at me, and they said, so I started bringing people towards them, and woo, all of a sudden we're in a ship. Then they bring us back, and it's a field. I don't think I've ever said this publicly, but whatever, here it is. They bring us back, and we're in a field where there's nothing. It's just beautiful fields, a couple of thousands of people, and yeah, we start over. So, and this isn't something that it's just me having it, by the way. Like, this is something that I saw a video about a week ago of an actress that she said she was abducted, and that is the information that she got as well. And when I heard her, I was like, holy crap, yeah. But every time there's more and more people getting these messages, right? That if there's ever a case that we run into either a nuclear bomb, right, a nuclear war, or a natural disaster where humanity is on the verge of non-existent anymore, there are beings that will save us, and we will come back to rebuild. And in fact, this has happened before. So why do you think I always talk so much about elevate your vibration? Just imagine, crazy talk right now. Just imagine that you have to get up in one of those ships. You can't exist there if you're not vibrating high enough, because they're elevated in a very high vibration. So for them to be able to actually take you there, you need to be seen. So you know how I always tell you that our light shines, and when you get negative, you're just kind of it's like dirt put on your body until your light no longer shows itself. Well, they can't see you if you don't shine bright, basically. But forget about the alien story. I mean, this is for everything in your life. If you're vibrating high, everything is going to be better. Your health is going to be better. Your love life is going to be better. Financially, you're going to be better. So whenever there is some kind of problems or worldwide situations, you will always be in a more beneficial line than everybody else that's vibrating low. It's proven. Okay, so yeah, that was my very, very repeated dream that I've had in my 20s, and then it just stopped. Then I didn't get them anymore, and I got it back a couple of months back. It was like, oh, there it is again, but it was just once. So I always think of these as these are things that could happen, but they're not necessarily bound to happen, because remember that the future is always changing. We are creating the future as we speak, just by sitting here, by having this conversation. We are sharing energy. So it just depends on what we're spending our time and what energy we're generating. So if there is maybe, and there has been a worldwide shift and move in people, that people are awakening, people are becoming more aware of where it is that we are and what we mean as human beings and what our energy means. So it's a slow process, but it's definitely a sure one. So these dreams or what I felt like premonitions don't necessarily mean that they're going to happen, but they are a possibility of something that could happen. But yeah. Jenny, ¿qué opinas tú, por ejemplo, en la mañana, directamente ver una visión clara como en tu cerebro? Dice, se trataba de la muerte de una celebridad y pasó el día anterior. Dice, wow, cuando dicen lo de las redes inalámbricas de internet que lean tu mente, tiene sentido. No lo sé, no sé si es real. Era un artículo que me mandó, creo que mi mamá, de una persona que estaba hablando sobre justamente los routers inalámbricos 5G que tenemos en las casas y cómo están programados para leer nuestras mentes. Y yo digo, ok, sí me parece correcto de que tenemos que dormir sin radiaciones externas, porque nuestra mente tiene que estar lo más calmada posible para poder tener realmente un descanso. Entonces, estamos hablando de 100% oscuridad, si se pueden poner, si no los antifaces mucho mejor. Estamos hablando de no tener el teléfono al lado, ponerlo si necesitas tener el teléfono en el cuarto, como yo, porque estoy en 2 hectáreas de propiedad. Si pasa algo, pues tengo que estar pendiente, pero igual lo dejo lejos. Sí desconecto mi router 5G, lo desconecto en el cuarto, lo dejo conectado en el resto del lugar. Pero sí tiene sentido. Digo, no hay que tener miedo en que te lean la mente. A ver, ya saben todo sobre ti por el teléfono. El tema es no deberías tener nada que ocultar. Si tienes algo que ocultar y estás friqueado porque alguien puede llegar a leerte la mente, pues bueno, ya, allá tú. Good evening. You're lucky to be living in Mexico. In the United Kingdom, we've just had a terrible storm with 100-mile winds an hour, and the temperature is down to 4°C. Wow. Yeah, it's cold in a lot of places. I really thought we were going to get cold weather because every time it's cold in Miami, it's cold here. Enrique's there. He's like, I'm freezing. And I'm like, it's so nice here. So we've gotten the backlash with some rain. And I think that's why we have some guests from up north as well here. And they're like, it's so nice to be in Mexico. But yeah, you guys can come visit. Remember, I'm in Energy Tulum, and you can come stay at our cabins. We have a nudist resort and energy treatment center. Cariño y respeto. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, I don't believe in ghosts. I deal with ghosts every day, so it's like part of my spiritual job. I love that question. Let's see. Feel the vibration. Feel it. Feel it. Can you give us a gothic Jenny sometimes? It's important to witness the dark to appreciate the life. Oh, my friend, I have lived enough darkness in my life, and that's why I'm so like bound to the light now. And it's why I talk so much about this stuff. Like, and I'm gonna write my book or do a video biography eventually when the time is right, maybe this year, maybe next. It's on the works. So you guys learn a little bit about my youth and my teenage years and the negativity that I was involved in and everything I did for not knowing and how I recovered from all that. So yeah, I was, very, 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 very much in really deep mud. But everything's possible. But you want like a dark, like gothic, like theme, Jenny? No, thank you. But I used to be like this little fake punk rocker when I was in middle school. Bueno, chicos. All right, my loves. We're going to continue tomorrow. Wish I had the dough to visit Jenny's retreat. I'd be there in a heartbeat. Oh, Greg, don't wish. Project. No hay que ¿cómo se dice? No hay que esperar, no hay que desear, sino proyectar. Entonces, si quieres algo, tienes que proyectarlo y ponerte de que ya estás ahí. You gotta already say, I'm already at Jenny's retreat. I'm hanging out by the pool. I'm absorbing the energy of the place, and make it a reality. And if you don't believe in that, you gotta try it first to say you don't believe in it. Nos vemos mañana, chicos. Desapareció la jarra de la mesa. Me olvidé de ponerme agua. Continuamos mañana, amigos. Ha sido un placer estar con ustedes. Muchísimas gracias. Sé que hablé un poquito más en inglés, lo siento. I have so many monsters under my bed. There's no room for new ones. Oh, I've never been able to sleep naked unless I had a partner by myself. Really? Guys, everybody sleep naked tonight. Everybody, no exceptions. That's your homework. Tienen una tarea para hoy, por favor, duerman desnudos. No hay nada más rico que dormir desnudos. Traten de dormir, si quieren dormir en ropa porque tienen frío, duerman con ropa blanca. If you don't want to sleep naked, sleep in clothes that are organically made, like cotton and even the sheets. Try to have white as clothing. Don't go to sleep with black clothing. Everything that's dark, you guys, attracts, okay? So this is a very precious time. Es un momento muy preciado cuando duermes. If you're sensitive to the feelings of others, sometimes it feels like you're reading their mind. Absolutely. A lot of people are sensitive to the feelings of others, and a lot of people do read minds without even noticing. Okay, loves, we'll continue now for members only in MiamiTV.com. Don't forget to subscribe. We have over 6,000 shows on demand, and our new Do You Dare 24/7 streaming channel of our nightclub events and shows. So we'll see you tomorrow. For the rest of you, don't forget, if you want to send us a topic, or you want me to talk about something in particular, or you want to share something, shoot me an email, jenny@miamitv.com. And we will discuss it on the next one. Un besito grande, que estén bien. No se olviden, si quieren mandarnos temas, pueden enviarlo a jenny@miamitv.com. Que tengan una excelente noche, que estén bien. Hoy, ya saben, a dormir o con ropa blanca, también en sábanas blancas, que sea lo más orgánico posible. Si puede ser 100% algodón, mucho mejor. Y si pueden dormir desnudos, mucho mejor también. Desconecten sus routers de Wi-Fi, pongan sus celulares más lejos y mañana me cuentan. And also, separate your cell phones, disconnect the routers, go to sleep. Continuamos en miamitv.com para nuestros miembros. No se olviden de suscribirse para ver más de 6,000 programas en On Demand. También nuestro nuevo canal de retos que tenemos de Do You Dare, Te Atreves, donde salimos desnuda a discotecas a entrevistar a las personas y justamente a hablar de la energía y hacerles sentir la energía corporal que tenemos. Un besito y buenas noches. Bye guys. Good evening. Me as an auto director,